Hi, mommies. This is Tanya, Noor's mom. So, today I'm going to be speaking to you all about stranger anxiety. So, have you experienced a situation where your cute baby, who used to be a very happy kind of a person and used to go in everyone's arms, suddenly starts crying by seeing his or her grandparent, whom he's not seen for say a month or two, or he starts crying by the sight of any new stranger when you're taking him out for a walk, or he cries when a new house help comes in. So don't worry. This is called stranger anxiety, and this is a very normal phase of development in a child. So stranger anxiety is nothing but the anxiety or distress or that uncomfortable feeling that a child feels whenever he meets or he's been left with people who he's not familiar with. So basically, new people, strangers, people with unfamiliar faces, people he's not met for a very long time. So say you're a grandparent who doesn't visit that often. So the anxiety that a child feels looking at these people, meeting them, is what is called stranger anxiety. It is absolutely normal. There is nothing to worry about it. It is actually a normal part of a child's cognitive and intellectual development. It is actually the first emotional milestone that is achieved by a baby. When he gets the stranger anxiety, then we know that yes, it is a sign that my baby's brain is developing. He is emotionally becoming more sound. It tells you that now the baby is able to differentiate between the people he knows and he doesn't know. So when does stranger anxiety start developing? So it starts around 6 to 8 months of age, when the child is becoming more aware of his surroundings. He's forming a stronger bond with you, the primary caregiver, and he is understanding the difference between new people, familiar people and unfamiliar people. So this actually peaks by 15-18 months when your child baby is becoming a toddler. But as the child's brain develops more, matures more, he starts to become okay around strangers, and this phase passes away by 2 years of age. However, you must note that around the 6 to 8 months mark, there are other fears also develop in children. So not just fear for strangers or unfamiliar people, but fear for things like say darkness, or thunder, the sound of thunder, or the sound of a vacuum cleaner that you're doing at home, or that sound of the whistle of a pressure cooker. So this is a very common fear. Sometimes children also develop fear towards people who look a little different, people who wear glasses or they have beards, because they are not used to seeing such things. They are just used to seeing their mama, papa, or their primary caregiver, their nanny. And whenever they see people who don't look in a similar fashion and look a little different to them, they get a little scared. So like these fears for objects and different looking things, at this time around, a fear of separation called separation anxiety also creeps in. But we must note that separation anxiety and stranger anxiety are two different phenomena. Separation anxiety occurs when the child feels alone or is separated from the mother or the primary caregiver. However, stranger anxiety is when when the baby meets a person he's not familiar to, or he's forgotten that face, he hasn't met that person for a very long time, or he's meeting a complete new person, a stranger. But mostly all of these fears, they begin to fade away by the 2 year or maximum by the 3 year mark. Now let's talk about some of the reactions that children express whenever they are feeling the stranger anxiety. So like I said, every child, every baby is different, and the type of reaction, duration and intensity depends on the temperament of the child, right? So there might be some babies who whenever they see a stranger suddenly freeze in your arms, or there might be some who become absolutely quiet and they have this scared look on their face. Some might start crying or howling, shrieking. Some might start hiding their face in your chest, or they might hide behind you, or there might be some who cling to you tightly, or if the child is a little older, he might tell you that he's feeling scared and he wants mama to hold him. So different babies have different reactions, and it's very, very important that we help them manage this kind of fear that they're experiencing. So let me tell you a few strategies that you can use to manage your child's stranger anxiety. So first, start early. Start taking your baby, your infant, toddler outside and let him meet new people, see new faces as soon as he can. So as soon as the baby is even below 6 months of age, you can start taking them out for stroller walks, pram walks, or take them out for walks in a carrier. So get a carrier that is front facing. Let the child see people around. Let the child be familiar with new people, new faces apart from those that are at your home. That will prepare the child later on to face strangers, and his reaction might not be that severe. Second, whenever you're meeting new people or unfamiliar faces, try to make your child meet those people in a comfortable environment, in a known environment, like your own house. So because the child is comfortable with his house, he knows where his toys are, and you can take him and comfort him if he starts crying. So that's a good place to start with. Next, whenever you are meeting new people, or there are visitors coming to your place, let your child warm up to them gradually, right? So you might face a situation where the moment someone walks in, your child starts crying. So I face that a lot with Noor. So what all should you do? So number one, you should first let your child see the new person who's coming in from a distance. You should hold your child. Get your child close to you. You can either hold his hand. If your baby is smaller, you can get him in your arms, on your shoulders, and see the person from a distance. Then it is important that you greet the person. Say hello, how are you? All of that in a very, very positive manner, and you introduce the child to the person and vice versa from a distance. Then if you think your child is crying and is really under a lot of stress, then it's okay. You take him to the other room, comfort him, cuddle him, reassure him that mama is there with you, and gradually warm him up. So what do you do? If you're experiencing that the moment you come back to the room again where the person is, he starts crying, then get your child's favorite toy and get that along with you and give that to the new person or the relative and ask them to play with it or give that toy to the child. So this is what I do with Noor, and whenever someone comes, even when her grandparents or very close relatives come whom she forgets. So whenever they come, so she loves bubbles. So whenever someone comes at home, I get that bubble stick out and I tell them to hold it and start blowing bubbles. So that way, first she's crying and she's clinging to me, but when she sees that she's her favorite toy, those bubbles, those other person is giving it to her, then she at least stops crying and she's willing to stay with that person in the same room. Then slowly I tell that visitor to hand over that bubble stick to Noor, and then she starts getting that confidence that okay, this the new face in the house, the stranger, he's not going to harm me, he's actually giving me my favorite toy. Or you can engage the stranger and your child and do a mutual activity so that the child gets more comfortable with her. And don't take your child away from the stranger in a separate room again and again if the child is crying a lot, because every time you come back the same process will happen and the child will again start crying. So whatever consoling or reassuring that you want to do, try to do it in the same room as that stranger is and your baby is. Even if it's like playing an activity with the child, do it in the room where the stranger or the new face is, but be at a distance. Then another way is that you hold the child in your arms or make him sit on your lap and engage in that conversation with the stranger. Talk to that stranger and talk in a very happy way, in a very, very calm kind of tone. So that reassures the child that see, my mama is also happy and she is talking to the other person. So there's nothing to be scared. Also, if you feel that your child is still not getting comfortable with the stranger or visitor in your house, please be patient. Do not force them or pressurize them. The more you do this, the more anxiety it builds up and the more clingier the child gets. So that vicious cycle goes on and on and on. So give your child enough time to warm up to the new person. Try and do these activities that I've just told you. Get a favorite toy, play with the person, sit at a distance, hold the baby, talk nicely, and let your baby open up himself or herself. Don't force or pressurize. The moment you do it, baby sense that this is something that I am not going to do because I am being forced to do this. Next, it is a good thing to manage expectations with the visitors or people that are coming over to visit or meet your child. So it's good to inform these visitors beforehand that my child is going through such a phase and it is a normal part of the development. So please don't feel bad if my child starts crying while seeing you, or I have to continuously go out of the room to console my baby, reassure him. So just manage these expectations and let them know that this is going to happen and they will have to engage in some activity, small activity with the child in order to just comfort him and make him comfortable around her, so that those visitors don't feel bad or you don't hurt their feelings later on. Lastly, please don't ignore your child's stress or crying or anxiety. Don't say that let him cry and you keep on sitting with the stranger and doing nothing about it. Please don't do that, because that will further aggravate this feeling and the child will start feeling that when that stranger comes in, my mama stops caring about me. So he will further start detesting new faces. So please don't do that. Cuddle your child, assure him, give your best to make him comfortable with the other person. And be patient. You've got to keep on trying. And don't suddenly leave your baby, your child with those new people. Be with the child till your child gets warmed up. If you leave your child suddenly with these strangers, then it will really arouse their anxiety even more. So these were some of the steps that you can do to deal with this stranger anxiety. But please note that, like I said, it's very normal. It is going to happen and it is also going to go away on its own. You just need to be there with your child and help him be comfortable with strangers. So this problem is more relevant in our times today when I'm speaking this, in COVID times, where children, my own daughter Noor was born at a time when the entire country was in lockdown and we've hardly got to meet any new people, faces, even our close relatives, which is why children have become more I think scared of new faces, and they find meeting new people, even stranger, and very distressful for them. Specifically with children who were born during the COVID times, I think this situation is very much there, and it is quite aggravated. Stranger anxiety is quite aggravated in our children. So best to take them out as much as you can. Meet them, make them meet new people, take them in stroller walks, even though if it's at a distance. Let them see new faces and let them be comfortable with them, and it might help them open up more. But give them time, let them warm up at their own pace, don't force them. So this was all about stranger anxiety. I hope my video was helpful. Keep writing, keep suggesting topics. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.